Why some homes aren't selling, but others are. Today, we're going to talk about the Bell County, Texas market area. So, right now in Bell County, some neighborhoods are struggling, homes are sitting longer, and sellers are walking away with less than they expected. But at the same time, other areas are still moving fast, especially right homes in the right locations. So, what's causing this split? Where should you actually buy? And where should sellers be more cautious? So today we're going to break down the 5 coldest and 5 hottest markets in Bell County right now. So you know exactly where the opportunities are and know where to shop. So let's jump in. But before we name specific neighborhoods, there's one number you need to understand, and that's months of inventory. So here's how that actually works. Under 3 months of inventory, it's a strong seller's market, so houses are moving quickly. 4 to 5 months, it's kind of balanced on both sides, but over 6 months, it becomes a buyer's market. And right now, Bell County overall is hovering around 5 to 6 months of inventory, which is the highest that it's been since even last year. Homes are also taking longer to sell. So across the county, median days on market is roughly 80 to 100 days, depending on the city. But here's where it gets interesting. Some cities are closer to 4 to 5 months inventory and moving faster, and others are pushing 7+ months and slowing down significantly. The gap is massive, and it's creating 2 completely different market experiences. So let's break down the 5 coldest markets in Bell County. These are the areas with the highest inventory, the slowest sales, and the most buyer leverage right now. Most of these markets are slow because sellers are still pricing like it's 21 and 22, or they're competing against even better alternatives. Cold market number 5 is the move up price point homes that aren't move-in ready. This is showing up a lot in parts of Temple, Belton, and Nolanville. These homes are seeing longer days on the market and more price reductions. Most buyers at this point don't want to do projects. They want move-in ready homes. And if they're not getting that, they're either passing or they're coming in with low offers. Cold market number 4 are the resale homes competing with new construction. This is especially noticeable in Killeen and Harker Heights. Builders are offering massive incentives, closing costs, rate buydowns, and tons of upgrades. If a resale isn't priced clearly below those options, it just sits. If the monthly payment is the same, buyers are usually choosing the brand new. Cold market number 3 are older or over-improved areas at higher price points. We're seeing buyer resistance, appraisal issues, and pushback on pricing, especially in parts of Temple and Belton. Even if the home is beautiful inside, buyers won't pay premium prices if the surrounding area just doesn't support it. Cold market number 2 is the luxury segment. This shows up obviously most clearly in the city of Salado. Salado homes are averaging 100 to 110 days on the market, and buyers are extremely selective. Updated homes still move, but dated designs is where it struggles. At this level, buyers expect turnkey and modern finishes. If one of those is missing, they're going to move on. Cold market. So the coldest market right now in Bell County, obviously, is condos and specialty segments. We don't even have many of those. High HOA fees, financing limitations, and competition from single-family homes are shrinking the buyers there. For the same monthly payment, most of the buyers are just choosing a single-family home instead. Now, none of this means you should avoid these areas completely. It just means you need to be strategic. And with that, let's talk about where Bell County market is actually still hot. So we're going to cover the top 5 hottest markets. These markets have lower inventory, faster sales, and stronger demand, especially from relocating families and our military buyers. They win because the value still makes sense. Hot market number 5 is the entry-level homes under the county median price. This is the strongest in Killeen and also parts of Temple. These homes are popular with first-time home buyers, FHA buyers, and VA buyers. When priced right, they move quick. The payment still works, and that matters the most in today's market. Hot market number 4 is the low maintenance and lifestyle focused communities. So this is going to include areas of Harker Heights and Nolanville. Many buyers here have larger down payments or they have more cash to bring to the table. They're less rate sensitive and more lifestyle driven. So the demand stays strong because the inventory is limited. Hot market number 3 are new builds and clean resales. Across Bell County, newer homes are still massively overperforming and outperforming older inventory. Good layouts, modern finishes, good access, and demand keeps them high. And the clean resales are keeping up with that. Hot market number 2 are family-oriented neighborhoods with strong community planning. These areas benefit from schools, parks, proximity to shopping, making them attractive to relocating families. And the hottest market right now, the most desirable limited inventory pockets. Demand comes from locals, relocators, and retirees all at once. Inventory stays tight, prices stay strong, and better than the rest of the community. So if you want to have a buyer and seller agent strategy coming into the market, you have to be fully approved. You have to move quickly and focus on the right home, not necessarily the cheapest, and use concessions creatively. If you're buying in a cold market, ask for credits, repairs, or rate buydowns. Target stale listings that have been sitting and be patient. If you're selling in a hot market, you have to price correctly from day one. Presentation still matters. Don't overprice and kill the momentum out the gate. If you're selling in a colder market, you're competing, not just listing. You have to fix the obvious issues. You have to expect strong negotiations. And here are my final thoughts going into this week. The Bell County housing market isn't crashing, but knowing whether you're in a hot or cold pocket completely changes how you buy or sell. If you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in Bell County, reach out to me and our team. Our info is connected. And I'm curious, if you've made it this far, which city actually surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments and tell me if you think it's heating up or cooling off. And I'll see you in the next video.